Let's first take a little look around Adobe Acrobat and just get acclimated for how to navigate the screen and what tools we're going to use. So there's a lot here. We're not going to use everything in this class, but when you first come in, usually what you're going to do is if you don't double click on a file to open it, you would be prompted to actually open a file or create a new PDF. Typically, you're going to start with an existing file. So once I'm in, the first thing you'll notice is that at the top of the screen, this is going to show any files you have open. I actually have more than one file open right now, and so I can toggle between them just by clicking on them. This is my main menu, and pretty much everything that you're going to see under tools and anything floating on the screen can be accessible from this menu. When you click on things, you're going to have these carrots are going to show you that there's more options. There's also an all tools button, which you're going to use quite a bit for navigation. So right now it's not showing, but if I click on it, it's going to show me all of the tools. Now we're not going to use all the tools in this class, but we are going to talk about exporting PDFs, editing PDFs. We're not going to cover signatures, but you can have it so that you do digital signing of documents and you can set that up with your PDFs. You can also create forms for your PDFs so that you can send people forms that need to be filled out and signed. We are going to talk about combining files and organizing pages within files. And we're going to talk a little bit about scanning for OCR and just touch on comments. I will say that you do have the option to protect your PDFs with passwords if you'd like. So that's an option. We're not going to cover it really in this class. You can also redact PDFs, so you can like redact pictures and content out of your PDF files. If you do this, it actually removes the pictures completely from the files, including all the picture metadata. So it's almost like the picture didn't ever exist in the file. You can also compress and resize PDFs. We're not going to really need to do that for this class. I mentioned forms before. You can X this out to close it just to have more space on your screen at any time and just click back on it to open it. Also, if you click on edit, this is a shortcut to going to all tools and edit a PDF. We're going to actually use this most, this is going to be the most common thing we talk about in this class. And so this is just a shortcut to get there. Converting is just kind of exporting. It's a shortcut for converting, and signing is an export for doing signatures. You will notice that I have this floating toolbar as well. This toolbar typically will populate with the tools that you seem to use most often or the ones that you've like most recently used. You can also come and customize this toolbar and you can choose from any of the menus and add whatever tools you want onto the toolbar. The other thing you'll notice is that we have a right hand menu as well. So, number one, this is for comments. This is pretty much the only time I'm going to mention comments, but you can add comments much like you do in a Google Doc or Microsoft Word. So if you are want someone to review the file for you and add comments, I can click on something in the document and then I come up here and have comments and just say, type my comment in, and then when I post it, it actually is going to post here on the page and I'll be able to see them whenever I pull up comments. You also can use bookmarks. This is especially helpful if you are dealing with an extremely long PDF. You can add bookmarks into it to kind of help you just jump to different sections easily. I'm not really going to talk about bookmarks too much in this class, but it is an option and it's on the toolbar. Back to comments, you'll see it since I had a comment, I get a little icon here. The same thing if I was to add a bookmark, it would show a bookmark here on the page. This is going to show me all of the pages in my document. So this is kind of helpful for if you're selecting pages. You can also move your pages, like navigate to different pages so I can quickly look around and kind of see different pages in the document. easily. This also down here is going to tell you exactly what page number you're on. So right now, out of 15 pages in this file, I'm currently viewing page 8. I can also navigate to different pages with these arrows, just going up and down. I can also rotate my pages and kind of rotate the entire document if I needed to. The other thing you can do is you can choose the way you're viewing things on the screen. So you could have like a two-page view, or, you can kind of zoom in and out if you want. You can do different enable scrolling. So you can play around with these. I usually just keep it at single view page. You also can zoom in and out on a document. This is kind of like doing control plus and minus on your keyboard. And again, I can X out this page to put a little more space on the screen and be able to see things a little bit bigger as I'm working. So that was just a quick overview of what you're seeing on your screen.